Hello everyone and welcome to the greenbusinessowner.com web class entitled Employee Engagement. Today we're going to talk a little bit about employee engagement. A lot of companies are starting to look at employee engagement as a way to leverage sustainability and their sustainability mission to get the most out of their employees and to really drive customer loyalty as well. So we're going to talk about why it's such a hot topic, how you can use it for your small business, and some of the techniques that you can use. So again, the overview just for today, for the agenda, we're going to talk about what employee engagement is. The bottom line is that motivated employees can make or break your business. We're going to talk about how it works, what motivates your employees, and how you can find out. We're going to talk about how to do it, how to make it actually happen, and we're going to give you a handful of tools that you can use to make it happen. And then we're going to talk about the quote-unquote happily ever after. Everyone should have received this download, the Employee Engagement e-tool. This is on greenbusinessowner.com, one of our e-tools. We will teach to this tool a little bit, and it is a good resource for you, but by no means do you have to have it open during this class. We're going to show you a few graphics, etc. from this e-tool. So I am today's presenter. I'm Scott Cooney. I'm the founder and principal of greenbusinessowner.com. I have an MBA and an MS in conservation biology. I'm an eco-entrepreneur, serial eco-entrepreneur. I've succeeded in a couple of businesses and failed in a couple of businesses. Well, failed in one business so far. Hopefully this one's a success. I'm the author of Build a Green Small Business. And I have done employee engagement work for large companies, half dozen Fortune 500 companies and quite a few smaller companies. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of that information today. The web class series that we run is in our classes section. If you go to greenbusinessowner.com, click on the link at the top that says classes. You can register for any of these classes one by one. There's classes on just about any topic related to small business and business development. Okay, without further ado, let's launch right in. Employee engagement, there's been a lot of research showing the very measurable difference that an employee engagement program can make to a company. The very distinct benefits are a more productive workforce, decreased turnover, increased recruitment. A lot of people want to work for green companies. There's a lot of data to support that, and companies talk about how much better recruiting is once they have shown their sustainability credibility, for lack of a better word. GE in particular is talking quite a bit about how Ecomagination is their #1 recruiting tool for a lot of the business schools and engineering schools out there in terms of getting really good applicants to work for GE. So all these things combine to yield higher customer satisfaction because a satisfied employee tends to treat customers a little bit better. It leads to decreased need for marketing because you have more loyal customers and you get better word of mouth. It leads to better margins as a result because you don't have to spend as much on marketing. And it leads to a happier you because you can outsource parts of the business that you don't have to constantly monitor and be on top of all the time. When you have an engaged employee, they think like managers as opposed to just somebody who's punching a time card. We're going to start with a big picture view. So this is Ray Anderson. He's the author of Confessions of a Radical Industrialist. He's a well-known speaker in the sustainability circuit because he did a mid-course correction. He also has a book called that. Did a mid-course correction on a carpet company. When he realized how unsustainable the carpet company was, he put them on a mission to be 100% sustainable, and the company has made amazing strides. But the biggest takeaway that he had from this whole thing is he says, in my 51 years in business, I've never seen an issue galvanize people in a company like sustainability does. This guy really believes in employee engagement around sustainability, and if you talk to some of his employees, and I've seen interviews with quite a few of them, they have all mentioned that Ray will continue to push them, but engage them, make them satisfied with their job, really challenge them on an intellectual level, but make them really love their job and really love the fact that they're somehow working for a carpet company. So a lot of other companies are using this. There's a lot of reasons why. As I said, there's some data supporting this. $300 billion in lost productivity every year in the U.S. because of a disengaged workforce. And Gallup, who did this research, also found that organizations with an engaged workforce have 2.6 times the earnings per share growth rate over companies in a similar industry that have a less engaged workforce. And they use a variety of metrics to measure how engaged the workforce is. Companies doing this around sustainability, there are so many it's hard to list. I just threw up a couple that were sort of big names. So all of these companies, these big companies, are doing employee engagement programs around sustainability where it's not necessarily in their DNA to begin with, but they're looking at their employees as a great way to start to incorporate that into their DNA. Okay, let's just talk about how to do it. I think you're convinced if you're here in this class, then you're probably understanding that employee engagement is a good thing. So let's talk about how to do it. So you can increase your employee engagement through a 4-step process, which we have detailed in that document that you should have received with this class. We'll try and take you from kind of a one-person show with limited employee engagement, people maybe doing a few things, a few jobs here and there, or punching a time card and sort of leaving at the end of the day. Taking it from that to a point where you're a collaborative team with high engagement from all people means a much more effective organization. And the way to go there is a kind of a 4-step process that we laid out. It's about engaging your employees at the beginning with feedback and suggestions, getting them to buy into the whole program, getting them to feel like they have some ownership over the initiative that your company is taking, over the sustainability work that your company is doing. This is very, very easy to do because everyone's talking about sustainability and employees want to be a part of this. They want to be a part of making decisions in the company, and if you show them that respect, they're immediately more bought in. If then management team takes action on these suggestions, then it shows that they are listening to the employees, which also helps the employees really become bought in and become more engaged. Then creating a communication, reward, and recognition program through the company so that the goals of the company, the mission and the vision of the company are aligned with the mission and vision of each employee. So this is bonus pay, this is recognition in terms of best employee, employee of the month, this is rewards, sustainability leader, green team manager, just rewards, even titles. All those things can really help kind of engage the employees. So then that last step, of course, is that you get this satisfaction and engagement, and we'll talk a little bit about how you keep that going. That's kind of a key as well. This class continues with additional content free for greenbusinessowner.com members. If you're already logged in and watching this on our website, the next part in this video should appear directly below this one. If you are not logged in right now, you can log into the website by clicking on the login button and then go to the class video archive, and you will see all classes listed there, including this one. If you are not a greenbusinessowner.com member and you're watching this elsewhere and want to see the second part of this video, you can join greenbusinessowner.com for $300 per year, less than $1 per day. You get all classes for free, as well as online office hours every week for executive coaching. Check out the Join Us tab at the top of greenbusinessowner.com for more information, and we look forward to serving you. Thanks, and have a great day.